So now what's happening is something that's very sacred, my wife. Something that means the whole world to me, my wife, the love of my life, is now becoming a topic for everyone who seems to have an AMC channel to talk about. I'm not kidding you. It's like I'm seeing it everywhere now. I'm seeing everywhere where I look. Commander 35 is talking about it. Chad Clifford is talking about it. Phil For Real is talking about it. And I mean, obviously, Lou is talking about it. I know there was this other guy, something with Apes, AMC Apes, something, I forget, who was a friend of John Wick Sniping. He even talked about it. And this other guy, AMC Apes something, I can't remember his shadow. But I'm saying I'm sure there's a lot more people talking about it. And it's becoming like something now that people are using to get clout, which is really sick, no? Talking about a woman who has stage 4 breast cancer to get clout. Holy, like, I mean, this world is really just terrible. It's like Phil for real. He tries to act like the tough guy. I love it when I love when what's funny. I find it to be actually funny. When he tries to act tough. I actually think if I was ever face to face with Phil for real, like, and he started talking like that gangster talk, you know what? Fuck you and fuck your wife. I think I would start breaking out laughing. Like, seriously, I would just start like he'd be in shock. I would just start hysterical laughing in his face because it's it's like you're not tough, man. He tries. Let me tell you something. I learned something in Brooklyn, and I'm going to tell you something. Okay, people who try to act tough are not. I never will forget this, okay? Someone told this to me. Let's just say that was a connected guy, okay? We knew a lot of connected people. Look, it's just how we grew up. I'm not trying to listen. You have to try to understand. Listen, you could speak to my buddy Joey. You understand? Who's from Brooklyn? We knew where the wise guys were. We knew in the cafes. It was like on 18th Avenue. It's like I was with my friend Joe. We were hanging out. We're playing baseball. We're playing catch in the street. And, we would go to the convenience store. We'd get ourselves some sodas, some snacks to eat. And right next door to the convenience store was the cafe. And it's like you just know. Everyone just knew. Like, we wouldn't talk about it in the streets, but we knew that the wise guys were in there. You understand what I'm trying to say? And I happened to speak to this one guy because he liked me. It was kind of out of the movie Bronx Tale. It's like he looked at me kind of like a son. And I'm not mentioning names. I can't go there. But I remember this one thing that he said to me. He goes, the people you have to be afraid of. All right, just got a call. When I get a call, it goes silent. I'm going to probably get 100 calls in a row now because they're very relentless, these apes, when they want to talk to me. Forget about it. Forget about it. They just keep calling and calling and calling. So this might ruin the whole video now. But anyway, he said to me, the people you have to be afraid about are people who are silent. Silent. He goes, not the people who talk like Phil for real. Like, he talks like this tough guy. I'll give you an example. All right. This is a real story. And this happened with my father. He used to work for a real estate agency in Brooklyn. I don't want to mention names, but okay. So one of his workers, I'll just say Adrian. That was her. That was really her name. Her son got in trouble with the mafia. This is 100% on God, a true story. So Adrian one time asked my father, can you drive my son home? So my father, of course, accepted. Absolutely. I mean, he didn't know anything that was going on with this guy's life, that he's in trouble with the mafia. So he drives the guy home. Okay. Nothing happened, thank God, right? Okay. The next day, he's dead. He got shot like 5 times. So obviously, my father hears about this. And he's like, my father was blown away. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, what? So he went to Adrian. He's like, Adrian, what happened? Like, and she was crying, hysterical crying. And she was like, they got him. They got him. And he's like, who got him? She said the mafia. My father like had a coffee, dropped it on the floor. The mafia. And then she was saying how that was like a contract out on his life, and I don't know, he did something really bad, and my father just flipped, which he probably shouldn't have done. Honestly, between me and you, she just lost a son. I mean, but that's my father. That's the Sicilian. you know, he flipped out. How dare you tell me to take him, home? I could have got killed. He flipped out. Okay. But the point I'm trying to make you understand is that, see, that's how it's done. You understand? No talking, no BS, no this. It gets done. Okay. So that's why all these people who are trying to get involved in this now, like Phil for real, I don't even know who else. Tell me. Commander 35. I know Chad Clifford put his 2 cents in. John Wick snipping, the other guy, something ape something. I don't know who he is, whatever it is. All of these people are just trying to capitalize. That's it. They're not tough guys. They're all just looking to get views and subs. Silence is deadly. Now you might say, Ape Father, you're not silent. You're talking all of this. But you see, there's a difference, okay? Because there's two sides of a coin. There are some people, okay, who are silent, but there are some people, okay, that vent a lot. Like, I'll give you an example, okay? There's the analogy, remember? Did you ever see the movie Anger Management with Adam Sandler? So he was saying there's the cashier, you know what I mean? Who the customers are mean to her, and she winds up taking like milk and throwing it at the guy. No big deal, right? But then it's the one that it's building up inside, the anger. It's building up inside, and she keeps telling the customers, "Leave me alone, leave me," like she's venting. "Leave me alone." The anger is building up until she finally shoots everybody in the supermarket. You understand? Goes completely crazy. So that's all I'm trying to say. Sometimes anger keeps building up. So yes, silence could be deadly, but built up anger could also be, when you get into the hot zone, when you get into the red zone, that could also be something to worry about too.